Hey everybody, welcome back to my wardrobe room slash dressing room slash office slash studio slash all of the above. You guys, I'm so excited to be back and kind of wanted to give you all some details about my space. And I didn't want to, like I said, I know y'all did not want to hear me talking. You just wanted to see the reveal. So that's why I just simply did the reveal. I don't know if it's been maybe about 2 weeks ago. And I didn't want to talk. I just wanted to show you the room. And then I said I would get back and answer some of the questions that you all asked about the room and then give some details. So I tried to take a few notes in hopes that I would not forget anything, but I'm still sitting here now and I wanted to go back and revisit because I've had even more comments. Have not been able to respond to everyone, but as I'm going through some more of the comments, I started laughing because I think it was it Miss Aretha? She said the very first thing that she noticed when I started the video is that my shirt was matching the picture, Mr. Aretha. And she said, absolutely beautiful. Y'all, listen, let me say this. I know a lot of content creators, when they do room reveals, they really dress up and get fancy. I may have done that here and there, maybe, but to be honest, that shirt, y'all, I had on pajamas. So when I recorded the reveal, it was pajamas, and it just so happened, she's right, my pajama top coordinated with the picture. It wasn't planned. I was just trying not to put on something that necessarily looked like pajamas because I wasn't really going to be in the video much. I knew you would see my hands and my arms, but I knew my face, or I wasn't gonna do a full body for the reveal of that video. So, and y'all, I be trying to be, when I'm at home, I try to be comfortable. I did decide, let me go on and put on a shirt today to do this video. But other than that, y'all, I'd be in pajamas or I'd be in a bathrobe relaxing when I'm at home. Very seldom do I have on clothes when I'm at home unless I know I'm getting ready to go somewhere. Because like I said, I like to be comfortable. So I got tickled when she made that statement. Okay, so a couple of things. If by chance you have not seen that video, it's not very long. You may want to go back and revisit that video before you look at this one. And I'm out here now. That video is only 13 minutes and 26 seconds long. So if you go look at that video and then come back here, maybe some of the questions will make more sense, okay? What I jotted down, I didn't do in any particular order. I just started things that were hitting my mind that I knew I wanted to address. I started writing them down, and I'm gonna try not to make this video too long, okay? When I think about my room and my space, one of the things that was very, very important to me was to, one, use a lot of the things that I already had. I did not want to go out and have to buy large furniture pieces. I just really didn't. I wanted to do it with things that I already had. I showed you guys, and where I'm sitting at my desk, my chaise lounge is right here. That piece was extremely oversized, and in my opinion, it was really a little too large for the room, but to not use it was just not an option. It was definitely a non-negotiable. We're not getting rid of it. I got that chaise lounge when I was pregnant with our baby boy. You guys know him as dude number 2. So this chaise lounge is what, 22 years, at least 22 years old. And when I purchased it, my husband years ago, long time ago, I was even able to pick out the fabric that I wanted it covered in. And not only that, at that time, my husband's oldest brother, who is no longer with us. He passed unexpectedly the same year my mom did. He was actually the salesperson that sold this chaise lounge to us. So needless to say, it's very, very sentimental to me, to us, being that he sold it to us. And then I was expecting our baby boy. So that had to stay. Although it's, I think, like I said, a little oversized for the room, keep in mind, this is really just totally my space. So it's not like it's a living room area where a lot of people, living room or den or kitchen, where a lot of people will be gathered in the space. It's literally just for me. Of course, my dude number one comes in and out of our kids when they're here, but it's not like a space that's for a lot of people. It's my space. So it will work, although it's a little large. And you guys, it is so comfortable. It has the, what is it? The downs feathers. Is that what it is? Whatever it's filled with, honey. Them little feathers, they're so soft. Down feathers. Okay. Okay, so that's what it's filled with, the down feathers. So it's extremely soft and comfortable. So it was a non-negotiable. All right, so that's why it's in here. And then what I really wanted to do, you guys, I wanted a shoe wall. And then all of a sudden, when I had the idea, I wanted this piece to look like a hutch. Okay, you guys, I had not planned on getting up out of my seat, but I just really wanted to reiterate this part right here. It was so important for me with my shoe wall. When I thought about this dresser here that we already had, I just thought about sitting that cubicle unit on top of it and creating a hutch look. When I tell you I was so pleased with how it turned out. You guys, I've just been so excited about this idea. And I didn't want to share it with you all. That's like I wasn't worried about showing the completed process of the painting, because you all would have seen it, okay? And just in case you're wondering, up there at the very top, my husband did include that bracket up there, and it is secured to the wall, although it is resting on top of the dresser, okay? Now, in all of my little ideas that I had, it was also important that the room not just be beautiful, but it had to be functional. You know, it had to function properly with everything that I wanted to do. So, but this right here is definitely one of my favorites. Okay, with my desk area, I wanted something very simple. I didn't want drawers or anything. I just wanted a simple writing desk. And that's why I went with this, just this glass tabletop with the gold legs. And I do have links in the description box below for most of the items. Any of the items that I ordered, I did provide links in the description box below if by chance you're interested, okay? With my desk placement, I'm that girl, I need to see out of the window. So I'm sitting here. I don't know if you can really tell. I'm right here by the window. And I didn't want to be facing the window because I didn't want my back to the door, which is to my right. And then also, I wanted to be able to see my TV that's over here on the wall, okay? And like I said, if you've not seen the video, go watch the video because this will make more sense, all right? If you see the video. We are still working on the closet, so that's gonna take some time. And even with the Fandelier, I'm just kind of going as I have stuff written down. With the Fandelier, when my husband first mentioned a fan, he was talking about a regular old traditional fan. I know I wasn't interested in that. Yes, I was already familiar with the Fandeliers, but I just didn't think I would use the fan part a lot because I don't get really hot. I don't think, I have my moments because I'm a woman of a particular age where I do have my own private summers, but that's not often. I just didn't think I really needed a fan, okay? But after we when I purchased my lamp from the Wayfair, and then when I saw the Fandelier that pretty much matched, the only difference is the little crystals in my Fandelier, they are round, and well, at least the little shapes around the crystals are round, and then the shapes of my lamp, it's more of a diamond pattern, okay? But it was a no-brainer. Once I saw that, I was like, okay, that works. And then I had to have something that was more, because I was gonna do more of a chandelier, but when I brought the lamp in here, the floor lamp, I don't know if you remember or not. You guys that have been here for a while, you may remember when we purchased that a few years ago when we got our furniture from Haverty's. And it sits in the living room. It was sitting in the living room, but like we never really used it. As a matter of fact, our baby boy, dude number 2, he doesn't even remember when he saw it. I said, babe, you remember this was in the living room? He said, no, Ma, where? So we didn't even really use it. So I thought it would be fine to move it in here. I just love it when I can shop my home and use things in a different room or different space. And you guys, to me, it makes it feel brand new to me again. Okay, so let's talk about this fireplace next. That's another thing that I wanted in this room was a fireplace, because I get chilly, and I wanted, of course, the heat, but then there's that ambiance of the fireplace. Now, when my husband first saw it, he felt like it should be on the other side. I have the shelves on the other side as well. So he felt like it should be over there because it would be more at the foot of my chaise lounge. I put it there originally just to look at it and see how I felt about it. Although I liked that idea, it was more important to me that I could feel the heat. It's not right up on me, but when I'm sitting here working, this space over here is just warmer because the heat is here. And it wasn't more so about for other people to enjoy, like when you first come in the room to be able to see it or whatever. It was all about my comfort, and again, my being able to feel the heat. I was so surprised when I found this, because looking for something that was going to flow with my room and didn't look awkward. Originally, I wanted it to go over on the long wall up under the TV, but that just wasn't an option. The TV is mounted on the wall. It's a 55-inch. And for me to add something under it with the chaise lounge, it just wasn't room for that. And it's like, I just felt like, oh my goodness, but I want a fireplace. So I was able to find this on wayfair.com. Again, the link is listed in the description box below. And I was blown away when I realized, oh my goodness, it goes with the wood that I have. And not only that, I can set a timer. I can change my flame colors. Like that's a blue. I think you can kind of barely see it. It's blue. That's like the regular, the orange and the blue. Then we have the red and the blue. And that's red and orange. Oh, that's red, orange, and blue. And then we just have the red. And I don't know what that is. That's red and something else, but I can't really see the other color good. In any event, I usually keep it on the flame color that looks most natural. I can adjust the heat temperature. It goes all the way up to, let me see, because I have the heat off. Let me turn it on to the blower so you can see if you hear it. So I don't know if you can hear that, but it's not loud at all. And my temperature goes, I can turn it up to 82. And then it goes all the way down to 62. And what happens is if I have it set on 62, once the room reaches that temperature, the blower will turn off. And then when it needs to come back on, it'll come back on, okay? I can set the timer for like maybe 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, and then at that appointed time, it'll turn off, okay? And then, like I said, I can turn off the, which button is it? I can turn off the blower and then just enjoy the flame. So, yeah, I love my little fireplace. When I tell you I use it every morning. Every morning when I come in here right now because it's cold. And the room is really cool. So I use that. If you are a real YouTube family member, I mean, I'm talking about years and years ago, you will remember this when I did our extra bedroom upstairs, and these little balls or whatever, they have all of our children's initials. You guys, I try to be so intentional about things that I do. So D is for Donice, for our daughter. S is for Stephen. And then we have J for Jonte, but also works for Jackson and JJ. And then M for our middle son, Markel. So J will really work for all of our grandbabies now too, because we have Jackson, we have Jonte Jr. or JJ, and then our newest grandbaby, her first name is Juliana. So the grandbabies are covered. I need to get one. I guess I need, and I was really thinking of the children, our 4 children. But now that I'm thinking about the grandbabies, I guess I need to get an R for my dude number 1. So, again, try not to buy stuff if I didn't have to. And I just wanted to add that and, you know, kind of house all of my remotes behind me. This is my remote for the fan. And I'm going to turn it on so you can hear how quiet it is. I think, wait a minute, y'all. Push the fan button, okay. And that's on the highest setting, so that's on 6. And when I tell you it really circulates the air through this room, I'm gonna turn it on 1 and see if you can still hear it, because that's too much air for me. So now it's on 1 and you can just barely hear it humming. So, okay. Did we turn it off? Fan off. Okay. So now it's off. Let's see what other comments did I get. Oh, the vintage pieces from when I was a little girl. Yeah, that's sweet. I just had to put it in here, my little plate, and then the here I go, Sid. I wasn't gonna get up. The music box that would sit on my mother's dresser when I was a little girl. So I thought that was sweet too, you guys. Some of you asked about this picture here. Yes, that's a picture of me. My brother and his wife were freelance photographers in California for years and years and years. So I think this picture is about 10 to 12 years ago, maybe. I think someone thought that it was my mom. No, this is actually a picture of me. And I love it. I thought it would be perfect in this space. And also somebody asked, I'm thinking they are referring to this here. Somebody asked and I'm thinking they were talking about this. If this was my mom's urn, no, my mom was not cremated. We had a traditional service. Um, we did not do cremation. So this is a vase that I found. I'm trying to think of where it was. What, maybe Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshall, somewhere like that. It did not come with this. I wanted it to look more like, kind of mimic a perfume bottle. You guys will never guess what this is. I told you I'm very, very sentimental. My husband's first home that he purchased over 30 something years ago, they had the crystal doorknobs. We still have that home, and it's one of our rental properties. But when we did some renovations and made some upgrades, we changed out the knobs, the doorknobs. This is one of the doorknobs that was in that home, and it looked like, I felt like I needed a perfume bottle top. So I took it and just dropped it down in there, and then put a, yeah, the knob of it will wiggle, but I put a little super glue, not super glue, lies, hot glue, just in case it fell over, that this would not fall out. But like I said, I wanted it to mimic a, oh, here it is, you guys. I got it from Ross, and it was $9.99. You there? And I wanted it to mimic a perfume bottle. So that's what that is. And like I said, I hope that's what you were asking about. But again, like I said, in an effort to not buy things unnecessarily, I shot my home. These pictures over here, they were like in our kitchen area. I just moved them and brought them in here. Oh, this picture here. Yeah, let's see. I was going to sit down, didn't I? This picture here is, it was in our dining room area, and I just brought it in here. This dresser here was in another room in our home, so I didn't have to buy a dresser. Okay, is that it? Oh, our drapes here. The drapes were in our dining room area. I had them up years ago and decided to bring them in here. You probably can't tell, but they have like a shimmer. They are a bronzy looking, almost have like a hue of the, I guess like a green shimmer. I'm trying to explain it, but living room lamp, floor lamp. Is that all, you guys? Is that all? Of course, we had to buy the shelving. And another thing with our shelving units, to me, the gold brackets, it helps with the decor. It helps with the decor because they are gold. Because I was trying not to use a whole lot of things to, I wanted my shoes to be the decor for the most part, if you will. Does that make sense? Oh, and let me go back to this picture. I have these, the Jack Rocks. I wish I could find it, but whenever I see Jack Rocks, it always makes me think about me and my husband, my dude number one. When we first got married, we have a picture somewhere where we were in the hallway on the floor playing Jack Rocks, and one of the kids snapped a picture. So I can't, I don't know where that picture is, but in any event, whenever I see Jack Rocks, I always think about my husband and that moment that we were playing Jack Rocks. But this beautiful planter here with looks like it has the pearls on it, that was given to me years ago by one of my sweet cousins, and I just could not part with it. I just thought it was beautiful, and she felt like it would be more appropriate in my space years ago. So it's been in my wardrobe room for years, and like I said, I couldn't part with it. And this is also the side that I had talked about. My husband was saying I needed to put the the fireplace, okay? So in any event, I just happened to think about that. Look, squirrel brain. But the planter, so it's beautiful. That was a gift from my cousin, so it's here. Um, let's see. Even the chaise lounge, I didn't do a good job showing you the chaise lounge, and you can kind of see how large it is. I didn't do a good job. Let me back up a little bit, capturing it in the video, and I had to keep it. I wasn't going to get rid of it, but you can kind of see the space that's in between here and the chaise lounge, but it's enough room for me to walk through. Okay. But like I said, you guys, if you've not seen the video, please go back and watch the video. Like I said, I wanted to just share my thought process on a few things, because I know some of you say, Miss Donna, you don't have to explain why you do certain things. That's your home if that's what you want to do. But I really do like for you all to know my thought process when I do certain things, especially if it's something that maybe really doesn't make a lot of sense, or you thought, like my husband, maybe you should have put the fireplace on the other side. I just wanted to share why. As for the rug, yeah, I almost forgot. As for the rug, you all, I don't know. I don't think the rug is going to be able to stay. I'll keep it for now, but somebody did mention me getting a chair pad for me to go up under the desk, which is also a great idea. But even other areas, we don't wear shoes in our home. And I noticed that, I don't know if it's because of my socks, but it's like the rug gets picky to me. You know what I mean? You know how you wear a sweater or something, and it's like it gets the lint balls and stuff on it, and you need to y'all know what I'm trying to say, the lint roller. You need to get the lint roller and get the lint balls off. It looks like that on certain areas of the rug, so that's not gonna work. That's gonna get on my nerves. So eventually I'll do something else as it pertains to the rug. I'm not worried about it right now, but just so you'll know, the rug will not stay in here. Eventually I have to figure out something else to do with it. But I think that's all I can think of like right now. I was really trying not to make this video too long, but if I must say so myself, I know we captured the sophistication. I wanted it classy, elegant, functional, calming with the color. Oh my goodness, you guys, I love the color. I wanted a lot of symmetry. You think about the 3 different light fixtures that I have, and although it's 3 different light fixtures, they have something in common. So there's a lot of symmetry in this room, because you guys know I need stuff to be quiet. I didn't need a whole bunch going on to distract me. I needed it quiet. I needed it very calming, and I believe I captured all of that. I love my room. Oh, and for those of you that ask about my shoes, yes, I do wear my shoes. I do. They are not for show. They are for Sunday mornings and any other events that I may do or we may go to. So I definitely wear my shoes. I cannot, there is no way I cannot not mention my dude number 1. When I tell you that husband of mine is amazing, there's no way that I can get this done without his help. Now, you guys, it's very interesting when we're doing projects together, especially something that's specifically for me, and I know what I want and I know what I see. And oftentimes when I try to share it with him, if he doesn't see it, he tries to get me to do something else. And no, babe, this is what I want. So sometimes we have a little heated fellowship. Sometimes it gets a little warmerish, but in the end, when it all comes together, he's like, babe, I did not see that. So I appreciate him and all of his help, because I couldn't do it otherwise. There's no way. I appreciate him so much. I love him so much. All right, I think that's it. I just wanted to share. If you think of anything else, I've tried to be very intentional about things that are in my space. So if you think of anything else, and I'm looking to make sure I've not forgotten anything, I think that's it. So you guys listen. Hey, that's enough. I don't know how long this video is going to be. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, please consider doing so. And as my dude number one would say, hit the nosy. That's turning on that notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever we're over here doing all the things. Okay, I know some of you are missing me in the kitchen. We will get back in the kitchen this week. As you saw from the other video, we also have another project that's loading. And when I tell you that project was very unplanned and it was very spontaneous upon me awakening one morning, I know my dude number one is like, lady, I'm gonna need you to sit down somewhere, okay? All right, you guys. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget, I did say the links for things that I have, that I purchased, that I did have to purchase, they are in the description box below. So check them out if you're interested in ordering something. Okay, you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I already look forward to you joining me, or maybe us again next time. Bye.